Hi guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing what express entry is and how you can apply to immigrate to Canada under this program. Before I start, if you do find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more information about immigrating to Canada. Also, I do want to take this time to thank all of you guys for the overwhelming love and support that I've been getting on my channel these past couple days. It means so much to me. I love waking up to all your messages and questions too. Like I feel very valued. So yeah, and it is for me a daily reminder to keep on going. So yeah, this is for you guys. Anyway, wag na natin patagalin and simulan na natin. There are multiple pathways to immigrate to Canada and express entry is one of them. So guys, what is express entry anyway? Basically, express entry is an online system that chooses skilled workers to contribute to Canada's economy. But another important thing to know about how express entry works is that it is a points-based system. So what does that mean? Basically, express entry rewards the highest scoring candidates by inviting them to apply for permanent residency in Canada. So yes, you heard right. Hindi kayo pwede mag-apply for PR ng ganun-ganun lang, especially if you're going through the express entry. IRCC mismo ang mag-i-invite sa inyo bago kayo makapag-submit ng application for PR. There are 3 programs under express entry in which you can qualify to apply. The first one being Canadian Experience Class, second is Federal Skilled Workers, and third, Federal Skilled Trades. I'll cover a detailed discussion of each program in a separate video just because my focus right now is to just give you guys an overview about what express entry is and its process. So, moving forward, let's now talk about the steps. Step number 1. Before we jumpstart this whole application process, it would be wise to check if you're eligible to apply. I'll provide a link below in the description box and you can click on that to check whether you are eligible to submit express entry profile or not. You will answer a series of questions and based on your answer, IRCC will determine if you do meet the minimum requirements to submit an express entry profile. Well, I'm actually on the website right now. I'll walk you through the questions one by one and I'll answer it based on my personal experience. So yeah, let's start. So question number 1, if you don't know yet, choose a province or territory you're most interested in. So I'm currently based in Vancouver, which is in British Columbia, and hence will answer BC. Next. Okay, second question. You need to submit language test results for all programs under express entry. Which language test did you take for your first official language? So I took IELTS. Next, what date did you take the test? So I took mine in December 2019. So I'll just enter the date there. And then the next question is to list down all my scores per category. So for the speaking, I got an 8.5. Listening, I also got an 8.5. Reading, 7.5. And writing, of course, we're still trying to improve that part. I'm at a 6.5. So yeah. Next question is, do you have any other language test results? And I don't have any, so I'll choose none. In the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? So with the postgrad work permit program, I was able to fulfill a 1-year full-time work experience. And so I'm going to answer 1 year or more. And then there's a follow-up question, and it's asking me which national occupation classification level do I have experience in. And I'm going to choose skilled level B because I worked in a technical job. And there you go. Based on my results, I appear to be eligible for express entry. Okay, just a couple points here before we move on to the next part. Number one is I took the IELTS general test for express entry. So I had to take my IELTS exam again because the first one that I actually took was for my study permit, and I took the academic test. But to qualify for express entry, you're supposed to submit the general test result form of your IELTS exam. Second point is the 1 year full-time work experience that I got was from my postgrad work permit term. So I work a program assistant position, but actually it is an administrative assistant, and hence I answered knock B for the skilled level job. And for those of you that are working in a similar position that want to check out the titles and the duties or job description, check out its knock code, which is 1241. Number two, since we verified that we can actually submit an express entry profile, we can now create one. Creating a profile actually takes the longest to do because there are so many questions per category. Here you must also answer truthfully, otherwise you may lose your chance to come to Canada. In here, you will have to note down all your personal relevant details per category. And the categories in the profile are personal details, contact details, study and languages. We also have application details, representative, and work history. All the relevant experiences that you include in your profile have corresponding points. And just a warning, you guys, be very, very careful in filling up the form. If you're uncertain about a question, skip that one for now and answer the ones that you can remember and actually have evidence for. If you need guidance, it may also help to consult with other people that have similar experiences, like those Facebook groups that share all of their immigration experiences here in Canada. But if you are seeking advice from other people online, make sure to take it with a grain of salt because your case may be similar, but they're not identical. It may even be wiser to consult with an immigration lawyer or an immigration consultant about your application, especially if you're having a difficult time understanding the questions in the application form or if you're pressed for time. I mean, for me, something as big as applying to permanently stay in Canada is such a big deal that I wouldn't just la-di-da through the whole application process. So the last thing that you want to do is to mess up your application, and that's because any kind of misrepresentation on your application can ruin your chances of coming to Canada. Anyway, at the end of filling up your express entry profile and hitting submit, IRCC will assign you a score a couple minutes later, and you will now be part of a pool of candidates waiting for an invitation to apply for PR. IRCC will also let you know which of the 3 programs you qualify under. Okay, step number 3, the fun part, and it's the waiting game. Every 2 weeks, IRCC will release a CRS cutoff score. Sometimes they will announce an all-program draw. Sometimes draws cater to only a specific program, like Canadian Experience Class or provincial nominees. If you scored higher than IRCC's cutoff score, automatically you get an invitation to apply. But if your score is the same as the cutoff score, then IRCC will announce a tie-breaking rule where they will only issue invites to those who submitted their profile at a specific date and time. So yeah, it kind of works as a first come, first serve basis. Okay, so it may be difficult to understand, so let's apply this. For example, IRCC released a score of 475. You scored 476. And hence, automatically, you will get an invitation to apply. But if you scored 475 as well, and so using the last draw as an example, IRCC stated that the tie-breaking rule was at August 16, 2020 at that time. So that means if you submitted your express entry profile on or before that date and time, then you will get your invitation to apply. So what I notice here there are two important goals. Number one is the aim of the game here is to have high CRS scores. So regardless of when you submitted your profile, regardless of how long you waited in the pool, if you scored higher than the cutoff, you will get your ITA. So there will be instances where new people are coming into the pool and they get invited right away because they have higher scores compared to those people waiting in the pool for months with low scores. So that's just how the system works. Express entry is a points-based system and rewards high-scoring individuals. The second objective here is to also submit your express entry right away when you meet all the minimum requirements. So being an early bird is actually an advantage here as well in certain situations, such as beating someone who has the same score as you simply because you submitted your profile earlier. So that's it for today's overview of express entry. Sana nakatulong ito in helping you understand the process and how competitive this system works. If you have additional questions about express entry, feel free to comment it down below and I'll try to get back to you on that. And lastly, please do follow me on my IG as well. It's rrdancel, where I usually share all of my experiences living in Canada, specifically in the Vancouver area. So yeah, check that out. Maraming salamat for watching. I hope that you're all safe and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!